Hello, my name is Simran Chahal, and I am currently an undergraduate student here at the University of Guelph. I'd like to welcome you to the College of Business and Economics Convocation ceremony this afternoon. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduands, and we take great pride in this convocation. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the proceedings today. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent this history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and magistrate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph here have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are red. The University of Guelph crest that you see on the curtains behind me and shown on the cover of the Convocation program also represents our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links with the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to the liberal arts through the book, to the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to the abundance in agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum cognos que re cas ausas, is a quote from Virgil. It is variantly translated to be either happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reasons of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall are also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the procession of graduands, the students who are coming to graduate today. This will be followed by the arrival of the mace leading the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as the assistant. Today, the beadle is a ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and mace is the vice chancellor, members of the administration and the honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The degree will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories representing the specific degree being awarded within the college. We will begin the doctorates and the magistrates, followed by the baccalaureate degrees. The name reader will present scholars to the vice chancellor by degree category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This movement will be videoed, and technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live cast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. The vice chancellor will greet each student at center stage, and a photograph will be taken. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your applause until after each group of graduands has crossed the stage. There will be an opportunity for a truly thunderous applause. Once all degrees are conferred and all cheers have been cheered, the Vice Chancellor will close the ceremony and the recessional will play. Please remain standing during the recessional until after the platform party has processed out of the hall. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs are hosting a social media program develops especially for Convocation. Please share your photos, memories, and advice with graduating students by joining us on social media and using the hashtag GuelphGrad. Finally, I may be the first person to congratulate the graduands and their various successes, and offering my congratulations to the family and friends who are here to support them. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Guelph.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
On this day of celebrated accomplishment, we pause and reflect on our place in this world. Today, we acknowledge the Attawandaron people, on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph now resides. And we offer our respect to their Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors. On this day that marks the end of a journey, we give thanks. We give thanks for the friendships that have been forged along the way. We are grateful for all those who have supported us, faculty, staff, mentors, and most of all, families. I invite you, each in your own way, to take a moment of silence, to reflect, to recognize that for which you are grateful. As we step into a new tomorrow, may the knowledge that we have gained here at the University of Guelph be coupled with wisdom and infused with compassion and clothed with humility, that we might contribute to the flourishing of all humanity, that we might embrace the forgotten and enhance the sustainability of all things, and discover together what it means to improve life. May grace and peace abound. You may be seated.
Welcome. Good afternoon. I am delighted to officially open the Fall 2017 University of Guelph Convocation ceremonies and welcome everyone here. Acting President Campbell, members of the board, honorary fellows, faculty, staff, guests, family, and friends of the graduates, as we celebrate the achievements of our graduating students. I'd like to offer particular welcome to today's convocation speaker, Nicola Grandojevich, who will be introduced to you shortly. My name is Martha Gillis, and I have the honor of serving as Chancellor here at the University of Guelph. As I mentioned this past spring while presiding at Convocation for the first time, it is an honor to be here at my alma mater as Chancellor. Besides being recognized as Canada's Food University, this institution is known as a place that aims to improve life. Graduates, over the past few years, you've already had lots of opportunity to improve your own lives through your studies, through research and scholarship, through new friendships, through community and volunteer experiences. Now, as you prepare for the next phase of your lives, I encourage you to continue to look for ways to improve life for yourself, but also for those around you in the near and wider world. Many of the tools you will need to meet that challenge have come during your time here at U of G. Years ago, when I was here at one of the founding colleges, MacDonald Institute, an all-female college, my own dean, Margaret McCready, had more than a few words of advice. One of her lines especially resonates for me all these years later. Remember, ladies, you are Mac girls, and Mac girls can do anything. And she was right. I stand before you today to proudly and confidently tell you that the education I received here gave me the wherewithal to go out and strive beyond what I thought I was capable of. Since the days of its founding colleges, the University of Guelph has been a leader in practical education focused on the whole person. This university fosters an environment that encourages its community of students to aim higher, to make things better. My education opened up doors and offered windows on the world I could only have imagined. Graduates, it's your turn to make a difference and to improve life for ourselves and for others. And I know you can do it because you are, after all, a University of Guelph graduate, and you can do anything. Good luck to you all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Malcolm Campbell. I'm the Vice President of Research here at University of Guelph, and today I am acting president. Now, in the spirit of participatory education, I'm going to look at the graduates and say, first of all, congratulations, you've made it. It's fantastic. Great to see you all here. As I said, in the spirit of participatory education, I'm going to give you one last quiz. You ready? I can, in the course of the next couple of minutes, reproduce for you a speech that was provided to me. That was the speech that the president would normally have given, and you can watch that speech on YouTube. That's choice number A. Choice number B, in your multiple choice quiz here, is I can give you a brief introduction to what it is that we're going to go through today, connecting it with your experience here at University of Guelph. It'll have an ad lib element to it. That's choice number B. Choice number C is I can provide you, just as I am, short and sweet remarks indicating, thank you, short and sweet remarks moving us on to the ceremony. So what will it be, ladies and gentlemen? Choice A, choice B, or choice C? So for choice A, oh, excellent choice. Choice B, also an excellent choice. Choice C, fantastic, excellent. Short and sweet remarks. I, like you, have found myself sitting in this very hall for a variety of different reasons. Like many of you sitting here at the front of the hall, I've sat here as a waiting graduate, someone who was going to walk across the stage to receive their degree. I've done that on 2 different occasions. Like the next group sitting in here in the room, I've sat here as a partner. My spouse walked across the stage. I've sat here as a friend, as friends walked across the stage. I've sat here as a parent 2 times so far, watching my kids walk across the stage. And I also have had the great pleasure many years ago, 1970, sitting here as a child, watching my mother walk across this stage. There's only one common element to all of those experiences. The common element is that there was no possibility that we could have predicted the future for any of those individuals. However, the degree that they had received, their University of Guelph degree, prepared them for that unexpected future. It's been ascribed variously to different people. Yogi Berra, I think, is perhaps the most famous, that the future, I'll get this right, that prediction is difficult, especially about the future. Interesting comment. But what I would say is that what takes the variability out of that prediction, that ensures that you have a positive path forward in life, is making sure that you've made the right choices around what it is that you've done to prepare yourself for that unpredictability. The University of Guelph degree that you chose, that you have now worked hard to acquire, has prepared you for that unpredictability of the future. Congratulations, graduates. You have a fantastic future ahead of you. And now let's get on with the ceremony.
Dr. Nikola Gradojevic, Professor of Finance, will now give the convocation address. Doctor.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, families and friends of the graduates, thank you for the honor to share this moment with you. Special thanks goes to my Dean, Julia Christensen Hughes, for entrusting me with this important role today. Before I formally start, I'd like to express how proud I am to see some of my students here in the front rows. So great job, great job. Well, although the focus is on you, our graduates, you are the stars of the ceremony today. We have a lot in common. I need you to know that. We have a lot in common because your university journey that involved a lot of hard work over the past several years brought you to this celebratory moment in life here today. Likewise, I had a journey of my own, growing up in Serbia, then moving to England, then moving to Canada, always challenging myself and expanding the horizons. And now we're all here today at this wonderful university, and we're privileged. I need you to remember that we're privileged, both you and me. And I would like you to remember that when you look at this moment 5, 10, 15 years from today. Because University of Guelph is special in many, many ways. We are progressive. We are ambitious. We're socially responsible. We're respectful. We're inclusive. And we're rigorous with a strong sense of team spirit. We are a reputable school with quality faculty. According to the Maclean's University Rankings in 2017, we collect more research dollars than any other non-medical school in Canada. We're ranked right behind UBC. And quite recently, Fidelity Investments chose our College of Business and Economics as a long-term strategic partner out of 25 other business schools in Canada. And this is a huge accomplishment for our young business school, I have to say. Now, on a personal note, my parents always encouraged me to study at best schools. And that was not always easy because those schools were hard. And I wasn't always happy with those really good schools that I attended, that include UBC. And it took me a long time to thank my parents and appreciate their efforts. Okay, and I have my daughter who's my mini-me, and she's pretty much behaved the same way, rebellious way as I used to when I was young. And I know she will thank me one day. I know about that for sure. But the time is now, our graduates, to thank your parents. So I'd like all of you to stand up, please. Turn around and give a round of applause to your friends, families, and parents. Thank you. Now back to business, of course. Actually, finance. I'm a finance professor, so I have to speak about finance. I often say in class that finance is life, and some of my students already know that theme. Finance is life. So I'd like to use some of these finance lessons as guidelines for your futures. First, the paramount objective of financial management is to generate large profits and increase the shareholders' wealth. That's a textbook definition, right? But I'd like you not to take this literally, so I'm speaking to our graduates. Such efforts ought to be ethical and conscientious while keeping various stakeholders in mind. And the two important stakeholders that you mustn't neglect are your families and your health. So please don't forget those. Further, do not put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. This advice comes from Harry Markowitz, who's a US economist and a 1990 Nobel Prize laureate in economic sciences. Be prepared to learn new skills in order to become well-rounded individuals. But do not over-diversify, please, because you will be lacking focus and expertise in your activities. Then in life, you have to hedge, right? Sometimes you have to hedge. So what is to hedge? Well, you try to reduce the risk of potentially harmful future events. That's what we do in finance and, of course, in life. In life, this may involve purchasing insurance policies or obtaining professional designations and certifications. Believe me, the latter could provide you with job security in a recession. So I suggest obtaining a professional designation if possible. Hedging is also related to risk aversion, which is a major factor in investor psychology nowadays. Most of us are naturally drawn to reducing uncertainty in our day-to-day activities. However, this approach could prevent one from benefiting from activities that they would otherwise have had. So excessive risk aversion often leads to excessive regulation, and it may deprive society of activities judged to be activities and services judged to be too risky. Sheila Sage, a British school advisor, observes, quote, "Children who are only ever kept in very safe places are not the ones who are able to solve problems for themselves. Children need to have a certain amount of risk-taking, so they'll know how to get out of situations. So do not fear failure. You will never succeed if you never take any risks." Building on the previous point, I'd like to introduce the theory of rational expectations. You heard of this, I hope. Well, the term is routinely used in finance and economics to explain human behavior. On average, people are rational. They learn from past mistakes. They construct their expectations in a rational manner. This, of course, has social implications for government policies and regulations. For example, and here is a decent example, I think, we're already influenced by our beliefs that gas prices will increase on the weekend. These beliefs are consistent with the real world, and we'll do our best to fill the tanks midweek. Part of the reason the theory works so well in this situation is that we have a lot of repeated experience with it. Note, however, in life, you will face new situations. You will face irrational behavior. You will face herd mentality. You will face all kinds of other behavioral biases. And not everything will be in line with your expectations and your standards. Well, we see herd mentality every day on campus, on College Avenue, when people are crossing on red light. So I'd like you not to follow that herd behavior, please. So I need you to adapt. You will have to adapt. You will have to learn from your experiences and get used to expecting the unexpected. More advice for you. Take every opportunity you can to learn from others. Socialize and communicate. A lot of times in my class, I stress this. Socialize and communicate. When you achieve success, give back to your society and to your alma mater, please. Have fun in whatever you do. Life is not always easy, but it's imperative to stay patient and optimistic. And finally, do not blame your fate for your failures. René Descartes once said, "I endeavor always to conquer myself rather than fortune, and change my desires rather than the order of the world. Maintain fine balance between your professional and private lives, and choose those paths that make you happy deep down in your hearts and souls. And that's all. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates. Bonne chance.
Thank you, Professor Gradojevich. I took notes. It's very helpful, actually, so I hope that everyone in the room have also done the same. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees. Will the graduates please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me and the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto.
Now, will members of the graduating class please be seated?
Good afternoon, everyone. Ooh, that was loud. My name is Julia Christensen Hughes, and I have the honor of being the Dean of the College of Business and Economics. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Gregory Galai. Juan Zhang. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Arts. And to the audience, we have a few more students in this category, so I would ask you to save a collective applause to the end. However, if it moves you to shout a little woo-hoo or some other noise, for your special graduate, please feel free to do so. Thank you. Kexin Chen. DG. Yibin Lee. Davies Nachanya. That's what I was talking about. David Orlandani. Nora Papanascu. Miguel William Rosa. Megan Lynn Stansfield. Got it. Zoe Sun. Choi Yanxi. Zhanwei Yang. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Business and Economics that he may be admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration. David Cleary. More? Okay, sorry. Clifton Flushy. Taj Kamal. Sid Grover. Sid Grover. Congratulations. Christine Walker. How many here? Okay, just one. Congratulations to these graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you these two scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Danqing Lu. Lin Yi. Congratulations. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Veterinary College that he may be admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health. Levinas Numfor. Congratulations. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree Graduate Diploma in Accounting. Natasha Orette. How are you? Congratulations. Justin Mark Dorado. Sydney Hutton. Ikamjit Kandola. Jake Andrew Levy.
Connor Regina.
Got it. Connor Magina. Congratulations. Okay. Samuel Michael Makovanek. Congratulations. Amy McCarricker. Robert James Morris. Sarah Megan Playford. Jonas Postens. Bailey Shaw. Sarah Talsma Iraqi. Claire Eden Weldon. Daniel Yee. How many for this? Oh, this is switch off here. Please join me in congratulating these graduates.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. Acting President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Hukan Abdi Abdullahi. Mackenzie Aird. Emily Mary Allen. Nicholas Andrioli. Adrian Ashabi. Colton Beish. Sandeep Bola. Adriana Victoria Brands. Trevor Fraser Calhoun. Jordan Nathaniel Carmichael. Donato Catazone. Cameron Foster Chamberlain with distinction. Amarinderdev Chima. Jordan Desimone. Carson Donald Dixon. Jordan Austin Doak. Thomas William English. Leonard Fabry with distinction. Samuel Lawson Hugh Fagan. Lauren Fike. Elisa Gandhi. Jonathan Robert Gauntlet. Drew Gildner. Andrew McDuff Glennie. Sarah Lynn Harper. Harbour. Matthew Glenn Hickling. Conrad Wilhelm Hilgendag. Hasib John Jafari. Lin Ju. Michael Kachala. Todd Christopher Kielstra. Joseph Lalonde. Katerina Lillian Matovic, with distinction. Gregory David Olenek, with distinction. Gajan Parameswaran. Aaron Rachel Paul. Vasily Pavlopoulos. Pimason Ponpasuth, with distinction. Joseph Tanner Proper. Tate Albert Rappaport, with distinction.
Shelby Reed.
Shelby Helen Lorna Reed, with distinction. Daniel James Reynolds. Jacob Ringwald.
Olivia Patricia Romaniuk.
Olivia Patricia Romaniuk. McGregor Ross, with distinction. Rachel Louise Shirk.
Allison Kiana Silver.
Allison Kiana Silver.
Sinky.
Connor Evan Sinke.
Slupka.
Ryan Peter Slupka. Shakana Srilavarosan. Dale Stevens. Andrea Suyer. Riley Simone Taylor.
Van Santon.
Cole McBride Van Santon, with distinction. Alexandra Rose Wesley. Christopher George Wilson.
LaFontaine Zabrowski.
Justine Esther Marie LaFontaine Zabrowski. Dan Zhao. Congratulations to the graduates. Madam Chancellor, Acting President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the School of Hospitality, Food and Tourism Management that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Megan Rebecca Boland. Sophia Jean Alberta Forster. Yiren Fu. Danmeng Jia. Congratulations to the graduates.
Madam Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduates not present.
Well, graduates, you did it. Congratulations. Welcome, all of you, every one of you, to the Griffin alumni family, a growing family. Today, close to 1,000 new graduates are joining that family. University of Guelph alumni now number more than 140,000 graduates around the world. We're proud of all of your accomplishments, all of them, here at the University of Guelph, and we look forward to seeing what you do beyond the University of Guelph, how you build on the foundations that you've established here as a student, and how you will use those in the future to improve life. We want to celebrate your achievements and successes and hope that you will stay in touch. Remember that you are always welcome here as a member of the Griffin family. Graduates, you've made incredible memories here, including today's ceremony, I hope. Remember this well. You're a student only for a short time here at University of Guelph, but you're a Griffin forever. Well, this concludes the formal convocation ceremony. The college's dean, Julia Christensen Hughes, will host a reception for all graduates and their guests over in Creelman Hall. This is an opportunity to congratulate the graduates and we hope that you can attend. And now the final word goes to our Chancellor.
Convocation is dismissed.
Congratulations, everyone. We know you're going to go out and you're going to do positive things and take care of others. We hope that you'll visit often and share those experiences. And we hope you'll go out now, spend some time with your family and friends. And remember that the next group wants to look as good as you, so we'll need the gowns and hoods back. We're going to ask you to be going out the side doors so that you can enjoy the sunshine and get some great photos. And I'm going to ask you one more time to turn it up. You ready? You did it. Woo! Now you're free to go.